Students, always remember that in past tense we use second form of the verb. So its formation is subject plus second form of the verb plus object. If affirmative is there, then here is the formation subject plus second form of the verb. If negative is there, then subject plus did not plus first form. Always remember, my dear students, when you are adding did in the sentence, then first form will be used. Do not write I did not wrote, because I have told you that in simple past second form of the verb will be used, but it doesn't mean that with did also you will write second form. With did, first form is always used. Next is interrogative sentence. So obviously students, helping verb will be used before subject, and at the end question mark will be there. With first person, second person and third person, always second form of the verb will be used. Further students, here are the uses of simple past tense. I have already told you that in simple past second form of the verb will be used, and here is the signal word also, beta. If you remember, when you were reading the chart in which clues were given, time was given, so you could have read that in past tense, in simple past, yesterday is used, and it gives the indication that second form will be used. So first use is the simple past is used to express an action that is completed in the past. Obviously we are learning about past tense, so the action will be completed in past. Next is, it is used to express some habitual action in the past. I used to swim when I was young. She always went to the temple in the morning. He exercised every day. An action in past, any habitual action in past. Next use is for any activity completed in past. He lived here for 5 years. She worked in this office for 2 months. He never missed my lectures. Next use, it is used for an action that is going on at the time when another action also took place. She was singing when I went there. In the past, I am talking about an action that was going on and another action started, or another action took place. I met him when he was going to the station. Next use, it is used in question about past action. Obviously interrogative sentences would be there. So did is the helping verb which will be used before subject. And here we have the examples. When did you leave this job? How did you find him? Etc. Next, it is used in conditional sentences to indicate an improbable condition. If he came, I would meet him. If clauses are there. So in conditional sentences also past tense is used, simple past tense is used. Now let's see the exercise number 5. Fill in the blanks using the simple past form of the verb given in the bracket. The farmer dash plow his field yesterday. Yesterday, this clue word we have. So obviously students, what would be the answer? P-L-O-U-G-H-E-D. This would be the answer. Next, he dash leave, in bracket leave, for Delhi in the morning. He left for Delhi in the morning. So exercise 5 you can do, students. Further we have past progressive, or we can say past continuous. Obviously in present progressive we had read that the action which is still going on at the time of speaking. So the same will be there with past. Look at the example which have been given here by using the verb write. In affirmative, I was going, because according to the syntax of past progressive, was were plus first form of the verb plus ing is used. was with singular subjects, were with plural subjects. So here is the formation of all four types of sentences with all the persons, whether first person is there, second person is there, or third person is there. I was writing, affirmative. I was not writing, negative. Was I writing, was I not writing, and so on. These are so easily explained examples in form of tables, students. Once you learn the formation, once you learn the rules, then further very plain way is there, you can easily do tenses. Next we have uses of past progressive tense. The very first use is the past progressive is used for an action that was in progress in the past. I was reading a novel, she was singing a song, he was watering the plants, etc. Next use, it is used to express an action, event, state that was in progress at a certain point of time in the past. Certain point of time means a specific time we will be talking about here. At 8 a.m. specific time is there, certain point of time is there, but in past. At 8 a.m. he was taking his breakfast. He was getting ready to go to office at 9 a.m. So when certain point of time is there, then also definitely past progressive tense will be used. Next use is it is used for an action that was in progress in the past when another action also took place. He was sleeping when the thief broke into his house. There are two actions. One action was going on and another took place. I was reading a newspaper when he called me. When he called me, what I was doing? I was reading a newspaper. Next use. It is used when two actions in the past are in progress at the same time. Yes, very nice example and simple understanding. My sister was watching TV while I was talking to a friend. Means two actions were going simultaneously at the same time. So in that case also we use past progressive tense. Next, it is used with adverbs such as always, constantly, forever. He was always asking for money. She was constantly blaming others. I was forever advising them to work hard. So these are the uses along with the examples that we use while writing, and we write the sentences in past progressive form. Now let's understand the exercise. Rewrite the sentences using the verbs given in the brackets in past progressive form. So what will we underline in the beginning? Past progressive. Here what we are going to write, that is the syntax, and the syntax is was, were plus first form of the verb plus ing. So they not in brackets study at that time. They were not studying at that time. Always remember, they plural, were will be used, and moreover students, when you will be writing studying, do not skip y. Many a times we have seen that students write studing. That doesn't make any sense. Studying, that is the correct spelling of studying. Let's see next example. It was dash at this time yesterday. Now you will say that ma'am, you have said that if yesterday is there, then second form will be used. But my dear children, you can see that was is already present in the sentence. So raining is the correct answer. It was raining at this time yesterday. And further, I really hope children that if you understand the concept, this exercise 6 is not a Herculean task for you. Further we have past perfect tense. In the same way as we have been studying till now, students, single verb form has been used in different ways to show what would be the affirmative formation, what would be the negative, interrogative and negative interrogative formation. So, its syntax is had plus third form of the verb is used. Always remember, in past perfect tense, had plus third form of the verb is used, and in this table only, along with the usage, along with each type of person, the sentences have been framed for your understanding. The very first is I had written, he had written, I had not written if interrogative. I had not written if negative is there. Had is the helping verb, so obviously in interrogative sentence it will be used before subject. Now let's understand the uses. The very first use is the past perfect is used for action that were completed in the past. He had taken his breakfast when I called him. Past perfect is used for action that were completed in past. Next is when the past time is mentioned, the action taking place before the given time take past perfect tense. When past time is mentioned at 5 p.m. the time is mentioned here, so past perfect means had plus third form of the verb will be used. Had closed at 5 p.m. they had closed their office. Further, next use is it is used for an action in the past which became the cause of another action in past. I had lost my book, so I bought another. Obviously, first of all the book was lost, only then I need to or someone needs to purchase another one. So in the past, if an action which became the cause of another action in the past, it is used there, past perfect. It is also used to express a wish that has not been fulfilled. Mostly it happens in conditional sentences. If I had worked hard, I would have passed. If I had worked hard, I would have passed. If I had started early, I would have caught the train. So, to express a wish that has not been fulfilled. Further use, it is used with adverbs such as before, till, since, etc. to describe a past action. I had already met him. He had not seen her till then. So, with adverbs such as before, till, since, etc., we use past perfect tense. Now students, let's see exercise 7. Rewrite the sentences using past perfect form. I have already told you beta, you can write here only had plus third form of the verb so that you will not get confused what is the formation, which syntax is there. The doctor arrived after the patient in bracket die. We are supposed to rewrite the sentence by using past perfect form given in the bracket. So no issue is there. The doctor arrived after the patient had died. Next, they in bracket met earlier also. They had met earlier also. So exercise number 7 students, try it out. Next we have the past perfect progressive. Students, in past progressive, we come to know that in past some action was taking place, but in past perfect progressive, we will come to know about action as well as time. So here we have the examples by using the same verb, right? These are the formations. In past perfect progressive, students, had been plus first form plus ing is used. If first person is there, second person is there, third person is there, had is always used with each person. So let's have the examples. Affirmative is I had been writing, I had not been writing, negative formation. Interrogative is had I been writing, had will be used before subject because interrogative sentence is there, and had plus subject plus not plus first form plus ing is the formation of negative interrogative. Now let's learn about the uses. And beta, the same use is there of for and since. For is used for indefinite time. Since is used when we know the starting point, when we know about definite time. Now we have the uses of past perfect progressive tense. The very first use is the past perfect progressive is used to describe an action in that past which had been going on for some time before another action took place in the past. He had been studying for 2 hours when I reached her house. The children had been playing for an hour when the bell rang. Always remember, children, if you are writing past perfect progressive here, do not end up or do not complete your sentence by using present. Here we are talking about past only, so past forms will be used. Next use is it is used to describe a repeated action in the past. The company had been selling this product for many years. For repeated action but in past, we use past perfect progressive. It is used with adverbs like since, for, etc. Obviously, these two adverbs are very important. These prepositions are very important. He had been working here since 1982. Children, you can see that 1982 is a perfect time, a definite time is there. So since is used. 3 years, which 3 years? No one knows. So definitely 4 will be used before 3 years. Now let's see exercise number 8. Rewrite the sentences using the verb given in bracket in past perfect progressive. Now students, now I leave the thing on you. What will you write here? Obviously the syntax first of all, the rule first of all, and it is had been plus first form plus ing. The teacher in bracket teach us for 6 months. The teacher had been teaching us for 6 months. The farmer in bracket plow his field since morning. The farmer had been plowing his field since morning. So students, this is about today's lecture, introduction of tenses. Along with that, I have explained beta present tense and past tense. Future tense we will discuss in our next class so that you will not be overburdened and you can easily understand the concept. Now, I advise you to read the chapter carefully, chapter number 8 of grammar, and do exercises from 1 to 8. All the very best, my dear students. We'll meet you soon in next class.